2, 3. Oh, welcome to the new studio.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Can you believe
man.
we worked all day
Yeah,
on this?
yeah. Oh, this is definitely. I think it's an improvement.
I told everyone you wouldn't fucking believe me if I told you how crazy cool it's going to be in here.
Yeah. I can tell you that I don't think anybody else has a podcast.
I mean, these doors, when they go up and down, so quiet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The floor.
One of the greatest garage doors I've ever seen.
The floor, the oil slick. I mean, that's just honestly, a deterrent from burglars.
It's pre-broken in, right? Honestly,
you know, like the aroma smells like a.
You don't have to get that new building smell out.
Yeah. Mm. It's been a very long and weird day.
Yeah, it is. Had some great pizza though.
We did have some fun. That pizza was fire.
I haven't had Vino's in a very long time.
And that employee discount is fucking nice, boy.
Yeah, I bet it was. I was like, dang.
Well,
a large pizza and 2 sodas?
To be like, I'm really broke. I don't know if I should pay for this.
I was about to be like, oh.
And then he was like $15. I was like, fuck yeah, bitch. Yeah, here, take. I gave him the whole 20. I was like, keep the change, dude. I love Vino's, but it's gotten a little pricey.
Yeah, it's kind of like what Waffle House is a 50-cent upcharge on all eggs.
On the eggs, yeah.
Dude, I'm just like, it's not going to stop me from eating there.
No, but no. Dude, they could shit in the eggs, and I'd be like, well, it is Waffle House.
I mean, did you go with us to that one time after a show? Me, Kurt, and all them?
Dude, I don't know.
After the awards, I meant. That's what I meant. The awards. No?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Dude, they had like security guards standing outside that every like 10 or 15 minutes they'd come in, take a picture of the room, and count everybody in it. And they were like armed. Every one of them was armed. And they just stood there. That's it.
That's weird.
I was like, it's a Waffle House.
Did I go to that?
What's going on?
I don't know if I went to that. Surely I did.
I know Jacob did. That
I had to be.
One dude and that other dude. No, yeah, you did. Y'all did because Kaylee went too. I remember.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I probably just wasn't.
Y'all were across the street, across the aisle.
The aisle.
Yeah, basically the street.
We were across the street eating somewhere else.
Yeah, we just looked at each other and just hand on window. just waved the whole time.
So yeah, we moved all day, and psych. This is not the new studio.
Really?
It was supposed to be.
I thought this was the new.
We can't actually talk about the new one.
No,
the new one.
we're
gonna have to move again real soon, like tomorrow.
It's gonna be amazing. Y'all won't know the difference though. It's gonna look exactly like this.
But dude, today I was like, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. I got no sleep. Wrestling last night.
Mm-hmm. I bet that was.
You went to Monster Trucks.
Yeah,
I mean, we both had a pretty wicked night, dude. Like I earned my haircut today, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna watch wrestling all night fucking long, and then it just takes so long to break all that shit down.
Mm-hmm. I bet it does. I bet it ain't like it takes a while to put it together and take it apart.
Dude, they were there from like 1 to 1. It was like a 12-hour day for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they wrestle.
Yeah.
They have to put it all together and then fucking fight each other and then fucking tear it all back down and put it all back up so we can put everything back in. I mean, I don't think I left Vino's like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Sounds about right. I mean, those are always the best nights, the best times.
But
like you'd rather do that than nothing at all. I mean, that's true. Nice to do every
just so long as
and then.
Today isn't like what today was.
Yeah.
Where we had to tear down the entire studio.
Yeah. Tear down everything. And on the way to where you're going, just find out you're not going there anymore. We're just, you got to figure it out something else.
And then we were like, we're hungry. Let's just eat here. We'll just eat Vino's and we'll figure it out later.
Pulled into Vino's and we were like, you know what? We're hungry.
Rude.
That was amazing.
It hit the spot so bad. I really got to shit it out right now.
It was good. Yeah, I felt it while we were moving stuff in. Like it was kind of messing with my stomach, and I was like, well, my toilet's gonna look nice
down and heavy and lift and mush and this is all awkwardly shaped shit, and it's all like you're holding it weird, and your body. It's just one of those fucking days where it's like, you know what? Sleep tonight is gonna be
great,
badass.
Yep.
Because I got to
long as I
work
don't
tomorrow.
chug an energy drink right before I go
Don't
to
do
bed.
that.
I've noticed recently that I do that a lot.
Really?
Like not right before I go to sleep, but like a couple of hours before.
7.
But I'm just like, why can't I sleep? And then like I think about it, I was like, oh yeah, I drank an energy drink like 2 hours ago.
I'm telling you, man, if they would just make those things taste the way they taste, but without
The
shit,
caffeine? Yeah.
they'd sell more of them.
Yes.
I'm telling you, best business. The first company to do that shit is going to win the fucking race. When you give me a Dreamsicle drink that is sugar-free and badass with none of that caffeine in it, baby. Because caffeine ain't what makes it taste good. Just take the caffeine out. That's all I need you to do. Because it is too fucking much caffeine.
Yeah, I drink 300 milligrams, and then I drink 2 or 3 of those a day.
That's what I was doing, bro. I'm telling you, man.
It's gonna get me. I'm waiting for it.
You're young, so you got time. I did it for a long time too, but holy shit, when it got me, fucking,
it hit hard.
Now I live in fear. Yeah.
Now
I tell everyone, don't do that. Like I'm like an old man. Like
you're the person with the wisdom because it's happened to you. You're the guy like don't do it because I did it and I fucked around and found out.
Yeah, and you don't want to find out, dude. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because now I'm on medicine for the rest of my life. And that shit sucks ass. Because if you forget to take it like I did this morning, you feel weird. Speaking of which, when I get home, I really need to take my medicine.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
I'm so thirsty right now.
Right? Good thing you got plenty of water.
I got my jug.
Yeah.
You want to refill
nice jug, man.
Well, we only got the 2. Usually I have like 3 or 4 of these for the fucking, But this is so everything today is just last.
It's been out of whack. Everything from the moment, like it was going good at first. We got done earlier than we expected.
We got done 2 hours earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, not bad for everything.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's just a table. It was all those little knickknacks and bullshit, and then cleaning and ripping out the carpet, taking the fucking light out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
You don't think about all the stuff because we put it in there.
You think like most of the time when you move, you don't take everything.
Well, and when we built the studio out,
like the carpet,
it took us, we did it over weeks of time. It wasn't one shot.
Everything accumulates. Like it's like moving into a house, and then when you finally move out of it, you just have so much more stuff because you probably lived there for a couple of years at least, and it's accumulated over time.
I'm gonna have to find bookshelves for all our knickknacks and stuff because we don't have anywhere to display the knickknacks right now. Mm-hmm. But we got to put the knickknacks up. That's just part of it.
Yeah, well, obviously, are y'all able to like put stuff into the wall?
Anything? No,
it's just got to be like
free floating, or you can use what was that shit called?
Command strips.
That's it. We can use command strips. Yep, which is fine. I mean, hey, stair
place. It still works. It's cool. I mean, I understand.
I do too. You don't
just happy to be there.
You don't want to be. Yeah, exactly.
It's a dope ass place.
It's a dope ass place. I wish you could have seen it today.
If you come
tomorrow, you will.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, it's so fucking sick. I could show you pictures, but it doesn't even do it justice. When you're standing there, you're just like, what the fuck?
I completely understand. I've seen a lot of things that pictures won't do it justice at all.
It's also cool because it's not somewhere. It's something you've seen your whole life, but you've never been in there.
Yeah.
Same. Mm-hmm. First time I ever went in there. I mean, we're being so vague right now, but also mildly specific.
Yeah. But like, not specific enough. Nobody's gonna guess it. They'll guess from one thing to another, and they're just
the only people I've told are people that are industry people that I'm like, this is the next move. Do you want to like
be a part of it?
Like help and like try to funnel things into it. So that's just business bullshit though. But that whole fucking setup's gonna be. We're doing it Wednesday, I think. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Good Lord. If we got to get all this shit in there tomorrow night, oh my God.
That's going to be fun.
Dude, tomorrow's going to suck so bad. Oh my fucking God. I might have to bring my dog with me. He's gonna just lose his fucking little mind. 2 days? You leave me in the house alone? 2 days?
2
He's gonna be
days.
shitting out of spite.
Yeah, he is. I've seen dogs do that before.
How you like that? There's a big pile of shit now.
Yeah.
He shits like a human, dude. He's a big
We had a German
dog.
Shepherd once. That dude, that girl.
They take big shits.
Dude. And it was my room specifically in the middle of the night. And this is when I like young enough where I had to have my door open when I went to sleep. And I was also a demon child as a kid, so they had to keep an eye on me at 24/7.
Little fucking shithead.
Yeah, I was. But like, I remember once waking up just long enough.
Were you a biter?
I don't think I was a biter. I was
okay, then you're all right.
I was an annoying nuisance. I would do something I'm not supposed to, but wait and make sure I got the person's attention before I did it.
Oh.
So like,
you're like,
I'm not supposed to,
and then you pour the milk on the floor.
I wasn't supposed to go into my parents' room ever at all. And I would do it the first time, and then I go to do it straight back to do it the second time. I'd be like, hey, and Kurt's always the one who watched me. He wouldn't pay attention because he knew exactly what I was doing.
Right.
And I would like, hey, Kurt, and get his attention to look at me, and then I'd do it. I was that type of like
I need you to be in on this. Watch me be dangerous.
I do everything out of spite, and all I would do is run in there and then run back out.
Well, I mean, that's I don't know. We were talking earlier that you think you might be an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
That might be, you might have just had this gene the whole last time, and that's you just searching for the fucking high. Yeah. They said I couldn't do it. Hey, brother.
Yeah, pretty much.
Watch this.
That was my adrenaline high, was
you
getting
just
in trouble.
Light the house on fire.
Yeah. At least it didn't transition into like a bad adrenaline rush.
Right, like murdering people.
Like, yeah, that or like getting the cops' attention and running from them.
That's meth. Yeah. That's what meth does.
Yeah.
Meth makes you run towards the cops.
Luckily, the government put a stop to that.
Yeah.
I joined the government and they said no. And I was like,
crazy time stops here, sir.
You just have a different type of crazy time without the drugs.
Yeah.
You still have the crazy, just no drugs.
As a matter of fact, when we blow up your brain, you're still not going to get any drugs.
Yeah. You're just going to have to take that stuff like a man, and you're not going to get any medicine.
For at least 6 years. Minimum. That's crazy. That's the minimum.
That's the minimum. And then there's like a 2-year, like, kind of like, they can tell you to come back anytime, but
like a draft almost.
Right now, usually it doesn't happen, from what I hear. And those don't count towards your years either.
Right.
Which is crazy. Like, if you
you don't get like 4 years and you get like a 2-year, like sort of kind of on call. So it's really like an 8
like it doesn't count. Yeah. That's what they call it, is an 8-year contract, but it's 6
on 2 on
2, like they can call you back anytime.
Like a nurse.
That makes no sense.
What if I didn't?
How does it not
count, dog?
How does it not count? But you can call me back anytime you want.
I mean, if they're paying you.
I'm okay with the government owning my soul.
It's fine. Somebody's gonna.
Yeah.
God, the devil, the United States government.
I was saying either the government or a woman.
Or both.
Or both.
You gotta split your soul, dude.
Hey,
you go in fucking 2 different ways.
Might as well. Or they can join me and they can be owned by the government
too. You don't want that.
No, I don't. I've seen that stuff. I've seen it happen. I've seen them
Did you see anything crazy in boot camp? Anybody lose their marbles?
Had a guy eat a Tide Pod.
Well, I mean, was he doing it because of fucking TikTok? Just
No. So this kid at this point already, I don't remember his name, but he had already become what's called a non-trainee, which is people who are no longer in training. They're getting processed out or something for one reason or another. You can never fail. That's the thing about basic.
Oh.
If you fail a segment, they just recycle you.
Oh, yeah.
And you go to a different company.
Fuck.
And you just start it all over again. Or start from, I would like to call it kind of like a checkpoint. Basically, whenever there's different phases, and when you start different phases, that's basically, I would call a checkpoint. If you get recycled,
you go back to that phase.
Back to the start of that phase that a different company started.
Everything.
Yeah. Which, if I had to start over everything,
dude, could you fucking imagine being like in a Groundhog Day event where you just can't get past like phase 6 and you're just stuck in phase 6 hell?
I mean, I've heard of people that have been there for years.
No.
Yeah. Someone, I think
that has to be on purpose, right?
I think like a couple of months before I got there, a girl had climbed a tower and committed suicide because she had been there for 2 years and she couldn't take it anymore.
Holy shit. Well, that's dark.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well then, fucking shit, 2 years?
But the Tide Pod guy, he had already decided.
Was he trying to get medically discharged?
He already was like, I'm suicidal. If you say you're
right.
suicidal, they'll make you like medically discharge you and all that.
Oh yeah.
But he basically just figured out it wasn't for him. There's a lot of incidences where recruiters just fuck their recruiters
100%.
and give them 2 million lies or more just to get you in there.
Yeah.
And then they go AWOL, I guess you could say, or just they act like your dad. They go and get milk and never talk to you again.
Right.
And you're just there. Out.
That's all they needed. Yeah.
They got you as a number. They made you.
And then you got to get in there and find out none of this is real that they said.
Yeah. So my recruiter, he was good, but he also stopped being a recruiter right after I shipped.
That sucks.
So he no longer had the phone that I could contact him with. So of course nobody responded. I was just like, why the fuck is this guy not responding? Like I got promoted.
They don't just give you another one?
No. I got promoted like a month before I went into basic training. And when I went over there, they were like, "Oh, you're this." They said I was an E2, but I was supposed to be an E3. And I was like, "But I just got promoted." He's like, "Where's your promotion papers?" I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was just like, they just told me, they just give me the patch and say they'll handle the rest. That's all that I know. I don't know what the fuck that is. And then I didn't know he was gone until I had gotten back. But like halfway through that, I was contacting his superior and was like, yo, so what happened to such and such? He's like, oh, he's gone. Just, he's gone. That's all I got was he's gone. I was like, what does that mean? And then...
What does that mean? We buried him.
He's just gone. Don't worry about him. Yeah. He's like, I'll look for it. He couldn't find anything. I was like, well, fuck. I guess I'm just back down a rank. And I was like, okay. And then later I found out I had to, basically the guy who took his place was his, like, the guy he was in charge of whenever he recruited me was now in his spot.
I see.
So he took care of me whenever I came back. Great guy.
Did you get it figured out at least?
No, I just continued on.
And I'll be an E3 later, I guess.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, when I got an AIT, I got it.
What are you now?
I'm a specialist. E4.
E4.
E4. I almost E6. I almost said that because you just said it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, you've been in there a while. You might be.
No, I'm eligible for E5 now.
Okay.
I have gotten a few pieces of mail that says I'm a corporal, which is an E4, but like it's called what's called a lateral promotion. I don't get a pay grade increase.
You just kind of move sideways.
It kind of like they just kind of like give you more responsibility with no pay increase.
And people behind you have to call you corporal.
Yeah, but like we don't generally do that. But I don't. And mostly everybody who gets offered corporal, they deny it because you have to do more work for no pay.
For no pay.
Yeah. And I'm just like, who in their right mind wants to do that?
People who want to move up, dude.
I mean, I get that, but
move up, man, you know what I mean by move up. They want to they want to be company men.
Yeah. But
the brass.
Hopefully soon I get promoted. It's just a matter of I think a couple of more months and
well, you do that and you're in school and you have a full-time job
and a position open up.
Right.
Yeah. I do that.
Busy boy.
It's a full-time job, but I'm labeled as a part-time employee.
Well, that's only because you're going to school.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah.
Full-time.
Yeah.
When you're not at work, you're at school for them. That's a full-time fucking job in my
And they don't
book.
pay me for it. And it sucks.
Well, you said they do, but it's like later.
It's weird.
Yeah, it
is very vague. So, one, they get away with that they call my payment the pension, which is like if you have good grades, they'll pay you a certain amount when you go to your next semester of school. And it's usually pretty good. But if you just have a subject you're not good at,
right,
and you get a bad grade, your money decreases. That's it's barely even one paycheck. So 2 weeks. It's barely even 2 weeks of pay. The maximum amount. And I'm like, bro, I've got bills to pay. Do you not understand? Like, I can't survive off of this. I have to pinch pennies while I'm there.
While you're working?
Yeah.
From your job?
I have to pay bills. Like my rent and stuff here.
No, yeah.
Even though I don't live here, I have to pay that, but I'm not getting any income. The military helps out a lot. It does. It offers a lot of benefit.
But you go back to
they're
like a
mainly the reason why I'm still able to like pay rent and stuff.
Jesus, dude.
But everybody else I go to school with, like most of them,
struggling, they go home.
They still live with their parents, so they have no bills to pay.
Right. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I could have lived with my parents, but I didn't want an hour and a half drive every day of my life while I worked here. One way.
Yeah, no, that's too much.
Yeah.
Out of all the other shit you're doing, you'd look like a fucking zombie.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to help with this, stuff like that.
I get it. Yeah, no, I
wouldn't have a life.
Super clutch.
Anyways, I don't like my hometown anyways. There's nothing to do
There's nothing there.
Nothing there. Like,
it's a blank
some people
town.
are like, let's stay. I was like, well, for one, the first problem is it's a dry county. And the best thing they've got is a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Bowling can be fun, but when it's the only thing,
bowling can be fun once a year.
Yeah.
It's not fucking,
Unless you're one of those people who are like,
I think even professional bowlers are like, I have another job.
This is not the main thing I do.
Yeah. I'm also an accountant because this doesn't pay shit.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I get more attracted to this, like the idea of small town living, but like
I completely prefer it over Little Rock.
But like small towns that are set up like, like town shops, and like it's not like your town is set up. It's just a small fucking town. There's just nothing there.
Yeah, I prefer like if I'm gonna have a small town, just like it's small. Like the best thing it's got is like a Dollar General.
That's it. I mean, well, everyone's got they're the new Walmart,
dude. My hometown's got it's boxed in by Dollar General.
Where I live,
there's one on every corner.
We have one every 2 miles, literally. I mapped it out.
So like the highways intersect on the outskirts of every side of the town of those highways is a Dollar General.
That's so fucking crazy. And all of them suck.
Yeah,
the employees. They're so treated like
one got ran into, if I remember correctly.
He drove into the fucking...
Somebody drove into one.
Yeah. Ours, the propane tank
We've had the
into.
Walmart driven into. It was a St. Patrick's Day. In the college, somebody got too drunk at the college, tried to go to Walmart, and I think this was whenever they were closing.
I need chips. And he drives in the door.
He was pissed. And he just like... The cement pillars was still a thing, but there wasn't enough. He just hit the side of the wall and pushed himself in. And then drove in. Yeah. That dude was determined. He didn't just drive straight on. He just hit the wall and like, that NASCAR move where he was like, he just hit the wall and kept going around in the curve. It was like that. He just pushed him in the wall and kept going. I'm just like, I was just there.
Mom. The Walmart. Did you hear about the Walmart? Everybody heard about the Walmart.
Yeah.
27 people in this fucking city.
Yeah. Honestly,
what's
that
the population there? Probably 3,000?
9,000.
That's not too small.
Yeah, it's not too small, but it looks like a small town. But it's got a big population, in my opinion. But it's been like that
spread
for
out.
years.
Yeah, it's been
my dad, when he was a kid, it was the same population.
Oh, see, that's wild.
Yeah. 9,000 to 10,000.
No one leaves. The kids leave, but the adults all stay in there.
My dad legit stayed there.
Yeah.
He grew up, was born there, grew up. The most he's ever left was probably a week. He left and was like, all right, I'm coming back. Then just stayed there. Every other kid went somewhere else. Yeah. Most of them went out of state.
Most of them become musicians or military people.
Yeah.
They're like, I just literally at this point, anything. Just get me the fuck out of here.
I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
That place was so boring. And there were so many just dumb memories too. With a small town, everywhere you look, it's just, you've been everywhere.
Well, you've been everywhere, and that's, did you get ghosted?
Yeah, a little.
This place is straight fucking haunted. Y'all can't see it, but there's like a bunch of old suits and shit hanging up, and we have like these schematics in the back and shit, and like there's all kinds of weird voodoo fucking magic. The door opened itself earlier.
Yeah. The dude wanted to come see what we were talking about.
Right, he said the old man died in the house. This is legit. And from, what do you say, meat botulism?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I wasn't here for that part.
some kind of crazy mad cow disease
up.
or something. Like he got some sort of meat disease and died.
That's crazy. That dude is 100% still here.
He's fucking here.
Yeah, he is.
Like 100%. He's angry about it too. He's like, I can't fucking believe.
You know what? I'm gonna open this door on them.
I hated me my whole fucking life. It killed me.
Yeah.
Fucking cow disease.
Dude, imagine.
He gets real pissed if you cook steak. You gotta
Yeah.
chicken, turkey only.
Oh, if you cook a burger, he gets real pissed. That's when he gets really mad.
His name's Harold.
Harold.
Hi, Harold. Oh man, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do for the rest of my day. We already ate. I feel like I'm not gonna eat again.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play some games or go watch a movie or two. Catch up on some anime.
Oh, a movie. Perfect. I watched that. What was that one?
The Gorge?
No, I already seen that one. Was that shit I was telling you about earlier with Anthony Mackie? Elevation. Oh,
Elevation, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
I want to go see that.
I just couldn't remember
I think
the
it's
name.
on. Fuck, dude, it's on one of them. I think it's Prime. Maybe,
it's on something.
or Hulu.
I'll
it's either
find
Prime
it.
or Hulu.
I'll find it.
You
Can't
have all the
hide from
stuff?
me. I've got it one way or another.
I got it. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's just like the fucking. Mm-hmm. Hulu,
Yeah.
Prime.
Got the Hulu, the Prime,
Hulu, Prime.
the book face.
You got the. You get that on the Hulu? When the old redneck folks say the for shit, it's just so funny. You get that on the Hulu?
You get that?
Did you see that on the Disney?
I saw that. That was on the Hulus, right?
The Hulu, the Disney Plus. It's wicked cool, man.
Did you see that game last night? Yeah, I saw it on the Hulus.
On the Hulu. I love that.
I've seen a lot of country-esque people going to YouTube TV.
Oh hell yeah, dude! YouTube is the shit.
Yeah,
I will stand.
I didn't realize. I thought it was starting to fade out for a second there. And
No,
no,
I think it's just getting more
it just
and more.
came back
Yeah,
immediately.
I mean it's the fucking strongest platform, dude.
Mm-hmm. Cable 100% is
Because
fading out.
It's unlike social media in such a way where if you don't want it to be social, it doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
You can get in the sphere and like live in the YouTube world and like comment on stuff and have like, but you can also just be a person who watches YouTube.
Oh yeah,
and
I've
find
never commented on
infinite shit.
anything, and
I've commented on like 12 things. And
I
it's
don't
only
even know
because
if
it
I've
was-
commented on anything.
And it's only because it was like, either I was asking a question and maybe it would get answered, which it fucking never does. They're like, you're a fucking idiot. Well, you don't know that, you know. It's or I was just like, this is fucking insane. I just have to.
I was a part of.
something.
I'm part of a decent amount of Facebook group chats, and all I see is just people just shitting on other people for no reason.
Yeah. YouTube is bad about
Somebody
that.
would ask a question, like a simple question, or a question that seems very like, "What does this do? I don't understand it. Can I get some help?" And they're just like, "Do you not know what the fucking internet is, huh? You fucking
Why don't you
retard.
Google it. Why are you fucking?
Do you know what Google is?" And I'm
It's
just
like-
dude.
I do, but I figured this would be the place to get.
Maybe
the help.
they would give a better description than just
specific, yeah.
YouTube. Be like, "Oh, it's this." Or
Well,
you find just,
sometimes, YouTube. I think I use YouTube more than Google.
Mhm.
I mean, it's owned by Google, but
I would like to use it more.
dude, as a
because-
search engine for figuring something out, it's unbeatable,
Mhm.
unfucking beatable.
I figured out how to change oils on some of my vehicles specifically, or I would search up I would know how to do it, but like not on this specific
Yeah,
vehicle.
Absolutely.
And I would search it up and I would find something out that I would 100% not known, or they would be like, you better watch out because if you just pull it out, you'll break it. And I'm like, knowing me, I would do that if I
100%.
didn't watch this video.
Dude, that's every car I work on now.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Changing the alternator, I've changed the alternator 100 times. I'm still pulling up the video and being like, okay. It's just like a little
I
heads up,
watched
too.
the one on my brother's car, the one that used to be mine.
Yeah.
I watched that one multiple times before I even did it.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then the alternator ended up being bad, and then we had to go get another
Dude.
one. That was a whole catastrophe.
That was a catastrophe. That sucked.
That sucked. I
Thought
felt
it was the battery.
so,
Wasn't the battery.
as a mechanic, And the first time I changed it and it worked for a little bit, and I was just like, yeah, I feel good. And then it stopped working. You're just like, man, I'm just a shitty mechanic.
You know,
and then you
maybe
just find out it just was a shitty alternator.
Yeah, it's just a bad alternator. Nothing you did.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all refurbished now.
Yeah.
You should go to the actual fucking.
There was
place
no
and,
new alternators for
they
that
don't
car.
make 'em.
They were all reman.
Yeah. Well, you know,
And
it's
me
cars
being
old.
me, I worked for Cat. Cat reman is great quality. They're practically as good as new.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, oh, if they're good here, I'm sure they're good here too. No. In the automotive world, reman means it's probably shit.
It just, you have to really figure out where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had some definite run-ins with like you spending $300-$400 on a part and then it just doesn't work and you're like, I'm going to fucking blow myself up.
Yeah. I'm about to create another problem with this car with this wrench
bad.
that I'm about to throw to it.
Through the windshield,
Yeah.
No, dude, I've had some fucking...
I'm waiting to have my own space to work on stuff, and I'm waiting for the day where, like...
Put a punching bag in there.
Just something... I'm playing loud music, and then I couldn't do something, and then I just throw it through the wall. I get myself a new window through my garage door.
Punching bags.
Yeah.
Get you a punching bag. I had a friend who was a mechanic, and one time we were working on... Jesus, man.
Those are some sharp turns, so you got to slow down on a motorcycle.
Yeah, he was doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he just started punching the concrete. Hard as fuck. I was like, dude, hey.
It will piss you
No,
off.
I know. I get it. I've definitely worked on my fair share of vehicles. It is frustrating.
It's not like construction work or something. Like, everything's a little bit different frustrating, but like vehicle frustration is just...
I've come across
something else
where you're like, oh, I'm yawning now. Shit, I'm so tired. This is
yeah. No, I understand. I get you.
Let me open my eyes up real bright and wide.
Wake up. You got fire guard.
We got Well, we sit down.
That
and
would suck.
we're sitting down finally, and I'm like,
You're finally relaxing and stuff.
I need to go
And just
to
chillaxing.
sleep.
Yeah. The fire guard thing's from basic. So like we all live in one bay, and we all have bunks, and it's just one bay, and the edge is just bunks. And when we sleep, you have fire guard. Well, if you get one that's not the first or last, you're gonna hate it, no matter what, because someone has to come wake you up, and then you'll have to go back to sleep, and it'll mess up your schedule all the way. You'll just be sitting there, asleep, all sound asleep, something like, hey, you got fire guard. And you're just like, and you have to get up to do it, or the drill sergeant's gonna come in and fuck everybody up, and then they're gonna be pissed at you.
Yeah.
We had that quite a few times. My bay couldn't figure out to be in the right uniform. Either it was someone on fire guard decided to keep his shorts on, so that was one less thing he had to take off or put back on once he was done with fire guard, or somebody slept in their OCP so they didn't have to put it on in the morning.
Oh, big no.
Yeah, they got pissed
all wrinkly and
all
shit.
the time.
Looking unprofessional.
Because they would come inspect the bay randomly at night, or if somebody won't like call the number you're supposed to and be like, say what you're supposed to, which is like, we have this many people.
It's so funny because you have like a bunch of young adults in a place where they've seen everything. These drill instructors have seen all the bullshit. They know every little thing you're going to do. And you think you might be being slick.
No.
Like a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you think you're being slick. You're not.
You're not.
And that's why they're like, okay, walk around. It's 2 a.m. Someone's fucking up. Let's find it. And like just squash it out of them.
People couldn't get it through their skulls to lock their lockers. Or they would just forget. And anytime they'd find it, it would end up on the floor.
Just empty it.
Yeah. And if they found shaving cream, everything got shaving cream.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not supposed to use shaving cream?
No, it's just if they found it,
It's just part of it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There was once, like, our first sergeant found it, and he wrote his rank. He was like, first sergeant was here in the floor with, like, somebody's, like, lotion or something or shaving cream. Dude.
That's awesome.
It was... Because this was, like, the fourth or fifth time they, like, found an open lock or something fucked up. But
you know, Part of it.
Yeah.
Part of the deal.
Yeah.
Get screamed at.
I completely I was okay with it because I understood this is just how it works. We're gonna get fucked up all the time.
Would you say it was 9 weeks?
9 weeks, yes.
That's not that long.
Man. Yeah, it felt like forever.
Oh, I'm sure it feels like
because every single day.
Yeah.
Because you get a break, like from work.
Right.
It's called the weekend.
Yeah.
You get those. Yeah, we didn't have those. Our weekends were just the same thing. We just didn't have training.
Right.
We did something. It was either from practicing weapon drills or something to we would have in the morning on Sundays we have chapel. I never went because I would finally have a time to just chillax.
Right.
And then the second half of that day was more training. So other than that first half of a morning, you never get a break.
Ugh.
And you figure out how much people use their phone until you go there and they just take it away from you and you never use it. And you're just like, And you'll figure out.
How many days did it take till you stopped where like, oh, I want to check my, oh yeah. Did it stop? God, please tell me it stopped.
It did.
Okay, thank God.
Pretty fast. I was just thinking about the end.
Is it like 2-3 days? You're just like, oh yeah, this is nice.
I didn't mind it. I had already done it before.
Your stress must go way down, dude.
Oh, it does.
That's crazy.
I went to Philmont, which is like backpacking in the mountains in New Mexico.
You did that?
Yeah.
After?
Before.
Oh.
Before, like a year before.
Oh.
I actually could have went to basic and
mountains
did
in New Mexico?
Yeah.
That shit is beautiful. Man.
It is amazing. The
I drove through them.
best sunrise I've ever seen in my life was on top of one of those mountains.
So dark too.
Oh
Holy
my gosh.
fuck.
I watched like a storm over here and a storm over there.
God,
that's how much
awesome.
of the you could see the curve of the earth. That's how much land you saw.
God.
I was about 10,000 feet in elevation.
Damn, boy.
Right under, more like 9,000.
That's still fucking up there. I've been 7,500 and I was like, shit, son. we're touching like the moon up here. This shit feels
what
insane.
I didn't realize is how much thunder gets louder the higher you get in elevation. Oh my gosh. We were going up. Not only that, like it's thinner and you're just closer to the clouds.
Yeah, sure, that's true.
And we were going up a hill, up a mountain that was about like that. I want to say.
With your friends or?
I was with a group of guys that I was in charge of too. But we were going up and you can't stop and camp anywhere. You have a campsite you have to go to.
Right. You
can't campsite anywhere else but there.
Ooh.
And we were going up and it started raining. And we were like, this sucks. Then it started hailing. And then it started lightning and thundering. And we were just like, this sucks. But we can't stop. People kept stopping. I was like, bro, you can't stop. Like, it's still going to be just as shitty when you're going up. But if you stay,
right,
you still have to make that climb. You're just prolonging you being in this shitty situation. So you might as well get to moving. And so we finally got up there. Luckily, it stopped just long enough to get our tents up. I immediately tried to go to sleep, but me being the leader, I had to stay up and make sure everybody ate, and then everybody went to sleep. Oh, that was rough, but it was kind of fun. But the thunder was very loud. It sounded like it was right next to you.
Damn, that's wild. I'll have to do that.
It was amazing. And like 2 weeks of just
so fucking pretty.
Oh, dude. Usually it like never rains. If it does, it rains for like 30
minutes. You
minutes.
Assume because you'd think it's just desert as fuck.
Yeah,
but it's
pretty much.
It's not really like that.
Yeah. It's like the perfect, like depending on where you are, it's almost the perfect mixture between. Yeah. I would say. But
honestly, I bet somewhere there is the perfect spot to live as far as like temperature and everything. Like somewhere in that mountain range, just like. Put a house right fucking here. We're at 70 most of the time. Fucking.
We actually got there and monsoon season started a week early.
Oh, fun.
When we got there. So every creek that was about yay big ended up being about
river.
Yay big and gushing. We actually had a guy have an allergic reaction to a Cliff Bar.
What?
Yeah. In the middle of the mountain.
Would it have like something he was allergic to in it?
Tree nuts.
Oh,
and he had no idea what he was allergic to that. Like, we even checked with him. It was like, hey, you allergic to any of this? Because he's allergic to a couple of nuts. He was like, nah, I shouldn't be.
Oh fuck!
Like these nuts, like, it's weird. It sounded like sometimes he's allergic to it, sometimes he's not.
So well, fuck
Weird.
that. Let's pick not.
And then he was just like, he took a bite, and it was funny how I found him. He walked away, so I assumed he went to go to the bathroom. That's what we usually do. We were taking a break to eat lunch. And then this one kid who's constantly wandering off, doesn't want to be there. He's like a dog that isn't properly trained yet. It wants to wander off.
Yeah.
And I was literally saw him walk away and like let him go for a little bit. I was like, maybe he's going to the bathroom. I'll get him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I kind of looked over and I saw him. He's just sitting there playing in the water, basically. I was like, I'm going to go tell this guy to come back. As I'm walking over there,
look, I made a mud angel.
I passed by him. The guy having the allergic reaction. I didn't notice. I was like, hey, what's up, man?
You got one
and he
guy
was like,
covered in mud. He was like,
hey, Will? I was like, yeah. And I looked and he was like, can you go get Bob? And I was like, oh, sure. What? Oh, he's just gushing blood from his nose. It's like a stream.
What the
coming
fuck?
from both of us. Yeah.
Allergic reaction. He's gushing blood out of his head.
Yes, it was bad. He was just spitting blood and everything.
Oh, my God.
It was crazy. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I went and got Bob. I was like, hey, Bob, you need to come with me right now. He's like, okay. Dr. Bob is the adult, and he's also a doctor.
Yeah,
he's
like Dr. Bob, so that's good.
He's an orthopedic surgeon, and he gets him pretty as best as he can. Luckily, I think we sent two guys go to the nearest camp. We're about halfway in between camps, so like either way we went, it was gonna be a trek.
Did he not bring
that or a guy happened to I think we used an EpiPen, yeah, but it wasn't quite working right.
Oh.
He also gave him steroids.
Oops.
Yeah. No, like just to get his heart to start pumping more and more and more.
I see.
To get blood to all of his limbs as much as possible.
Right, and out of his body more.
He said, you're gonna want to fight a bear tomorrow. But here.
Those steroid shots are nuts.
Yeah. But I think a staff member happened to walk by and we're like, hey, could we get your help? And they were like, oh yeah, I'll go get some right now. And they go get him. They come back and then they look at him. He's like, all right, we're gonna need to take you to the nearest camp right now. And so me being leader, I had to go with them. And we were going, and they didn't care. They were in like they cosplay as like people from the 1900s, the 1800s, stuff like that, like some settlers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
you got saved by cosplayers in the woods?
Yeah, they have leather boots on that look like they're not great to walk in. Sure. And they're just chugging along, and I'm just like, these guys are beasts. Well, we get to like streams, and they're letting him like take his time. They're like, you can take your time, but we kind of need to hurry. And he goes a little bit and then gets his feet a little wet, and he's like, forget it. And we just start chugging through all the water. By the end of it, like it had gotten to like the top of my knees. The water got so deep at one point, and I'm just soaked from there down. My entire boots are just waterlogged. They're spitting out water because they have so much water every step I take.
Worst, dude.
Yeah. And then we got there and he finally got out, and I just sat there and chillaxed until the rest of the group got there. But that was crazy.
He didn't die?
No.
Okay,
no.
that's good. Was this for like Eagle Scouts or something?
No, it was just a scout thing. Like it's a scout ranch, Philmont Scout Ranch.
Oh, okay.
In Cimarroncito. It's pretty nice. It's an adventure base. It's what it's called.
Adventure base.
Yeah, they've got like 4 or 5 of them, if I remember correctly. Right. There's one where you sail boats.
Because famously we learned that your brother's a fucking Eagle Scout on this podcast, and we were like, You
didn't know that?
Dude.
You wouldn't guess it.
Dude. I was blown the fuck away. I think he should frame that fucking thing and like carry it around on him and just like a necklace. Like, no,
a lot of older people find respect out of that.
Well, because you went through something and you did it. I actually was on my way to it, but then my scout.
I got the step below Eagle Scout, but COVID happened and it kind of just fucked me sideways.
Yeah. Mine wasn't that. We got a new scout leader and it was fucking awful. And I was like,
sounds about right.
Well, we stopped
shortly after Kurt left, his unit kind of started fizzling out. But
it would have been fun to make it all the way there, just to be, say you did it. But
you get like
but we weren't doing anything.
Written letter from the president.
We weren't doing anything.
I think Kurtz was
fun.
from Obama.
That would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense for his age. Yeah. Because what do you like?
And it helps out with job resumes, surprisingly.
Oh, for sure.
Because they know you have like responsibility, like they understand you.
Helps with the military stuff too. Almost immediately, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That one in some schools.
I think I heard a rumor that like they would give you a promotion if you were an Eagle Scout.
I mean, you're used to all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've dug ditches. I can put up a fucking tent in 9 seconds.
I know how to make a fire. I know how to live off the land.
Well, that's why I'm like, it's the most important thing I ever did. I still use all that information.
Mm-hmm. I remember once we had I
can make a fire out of almost fucking anything, and I can fucking survive almost anywhere.
Yep. I hard boiled an egg with a fire.
Yeah.
Somehow, I don't know how that thing did not explode on me or something, but like, I hard boiled an egg.
That's sick.
Without water.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I just like sat it close to the fire and just turned it every now and then. It kind of got dark and black on some sides. And then I took it apart and ate it. People were trying to tell me we had like a half an orange and an egg and a strip of bacon. We ate the strip of bacon. Some people were trying to tell me to make a bowl out of the half orange and then put the egg in the.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds like too much work trying to not rip that orange peel. I was like, sure. Not happening. And they kept just coming up to me and they're like, because we weren't allowed to talk. They were just,
really?
Yeah.
And you're like, it's like fucking, like fucking cavemen. Just,
yeah. Pretty much. We had like 2 really short people, like midgets. And I was just like, this is funny.
Just knocking the egg into the fire.
It was funny.
Dude. You start fires with so many things you didn't know you could start fires with. It's
people
crazy.
Don't realize how much you could just like the magic cards. you can start fires with magic cards.
Dude, I mean, you just have to have the willpower, man, to sit there for a fucking minute and just get it going.
Some people say that like the stick twiddling thing doesn't work. It can work. You just have to have like a smaller, like thinner, kind of like almost paper-esque like shavings under it to create the heat and get it to burning. You can't just do wood on wood and then it just miraculously makes fire. Mm-mm.
You can do the pushing one where you push it in it, but it's the same concept. You have to have really, really thin kindling. Really thin kindling down at the bottom of your fire. And then
you got kindling.
And then you're going to rub the sticks until they poof.
When you start smoking, go a little bit longer.
And
then give it a little blow job.
Dude, so I need ferro rod and a sharp knife. That's like 20
You got to learn
years.
how to blow something.
It's like 20 years of your life right there that you can start fires.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you can do it with a bottle of water and a good sunny day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With the sun.
Point it through the curved side and just fucking get you a piece of paper and light it on fire.
Yeah. Or some kindling.
My buddy used to smoke weed on sunny days with a magnifying glass out of his bong.
That sounds dope.
It actually, I did it with him and I was like, this is the cleanest tasting weed I've ever, because nothing started the fire. The sunlight did it. It was just open air heat. So it was like, there was no butane or anything. Like, I was like, wow, this is fucking amazing.
I remember I've seen where people were just sitting there and there's like a magnifying glass nearby and the suns were going into it and onto their shirt.
Oh yeah.
And next thing you know, their shirt just starts burning and then they're just like, what was that? And they just like look at it. They look at where they were sitting. They see that and then they like track and they're like, whoa, that was the sun.
You can make like a straight up death ray with an old big screen TV.
Yeah.
Those old fucking screens that were inside there. You bend them and put them in a wood frame and point at the sun. I mean, you can explode rocks with them.
Mm-hmm. We've done so powerful. We've like cooked hot dogs before.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Yeah, dude. You need like, I mean, there you go. Just a magnifying glass. Every sunny day you have, there's a fire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like really super simple, actually. It's not even that hard to do.
It's crazy.
You need like 7 tools.
As a person who likes fire, personally.
Yeah, I did too. I almost burned my house down once.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to go
technically, but once for sure.
Yeah.
Like once I was like,
one was a little
fuck.
iffy. The other one was definitely like I was.
well, let me tell you, the one time I'm talking about, the sink still has the melt marks. In it. There's a plastic sink.
Yeah.
And
I used to go in the backyard and like douse patches of grass with like gasoline and then set it on fire.
see if you could spell words out like in the
I was just like, this is cool.
Hell yeah, it's
Fire's
cool.
cool. Okay, I should probably get rid of this before it gets out of hand.
Fire.
Dump it and then go to a
bunch of eggs
different
in it.
location. Yeah. Yeah. How many eggs can I cook at one time?
How many gas eggs you think? 27.
And then like, I remember I was having my dad work on a lawnmower that wasn't working, and just I forgot what we did, but I think electricity caused it. But we just started a fire right next to the gas tank.
Just fucking hit it.
I was just like,
Hit the fumes. Yeah.
Dad, fire. He's like, huh? Oh yeah, go. He just started throwing dirt at it, and I was like, I'll go get water.
I mean, yeah. That's all you can do, really.
Yeah, and then we finally got it out. I was like, that was crazy because it was right next to the fuel tank.
We did. I think I've said it on here before. We did one where we had a trash can of fire.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
we tried
just
to
crazy.
we tried to throw a 5-gallon bucket of gasoline inside of it,
That's
and my fucking stupid friend got scared and it fell out. It only got like halfway in, and
some people don't realize how much it like travels up
Dude.
gas. How fast it
it
travels.
was fucking crazy. And then we got on our dirt bikes and we tried to put it out, but all the soil was soaked in gasoline, so everything we shot at it was just catching more on fire.
That's
It
crazy.
was fucking nuts. I've
I've seen someone
we're
like
gonna
pouring
burn the whole-
gas on a fire and then like it just follows the gas
Oh, yeah.
line, and they
Yeah.
didn't do it in small increments like they should, and it just followed and just went up into the
Yep.
thing and just kind of
There's plenty of
exploded.
YouTube videos you can watch of people blowing themselves up.
I used to watch Ridiculousness a lot.
Yeah.
That was an amazing show. I loved that show.
It's all that MTV has become.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Ridiculousness. Rob Dyrdek channel.
Yeah. Basically, it's just a bunch of shows about Rod Dyrdek.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how he just kind of captured that entire channel. It's basically dead. You only have that on if you're watching that show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But where the people would eat shit and their legs would touch the back of their head, what they call that, a scorpion?
Scorpions. Yep.
Those are some of my favorites.
Those are pretty
Dude,
funny.
those
I keep thinking about the one where you could walk through glass.
He just pop. If you hit your head and your knee at the same time, he's like,
And you don't like hesitate at all. You just keep walking.
you can just walk through glass.
I mean, there's probably a limit to that. Like if the glass is thick enough.
I think that's. I still am like, does he have a glass breaker like in his knee?
Or did he have like a breakable glass, like easily
Right?
breakable glass?
Was it like, I don't know. It is cool to watch though.
Yeah, it was very cool. Like his friend was just like, no way. Mm-mm,
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. He's like, okay, then do it. He's like, all right, boom.
It's like he took like a glass breaker and like glued it to his kneecap or something. There's some trickery afoot because it broke so perfectly.
Yeah. It like shattered in 2 pieces. It didn't like break. It just
Well, it's safety
shattered.
glass, all glass now.
Mhm.
I think, unless it's like old panel glass, it has to break into little cubes.
Mm.
That's why all your car windows do it. Your house windows do it. They don't break into like panes anymore.
Makes sense. I need to change out my
It's for
windshield.
safety. Why? Oh, it's broken. Yeah, mine's pretty shattered up too. Hell, even the one in that van's fucking shit.
I'm starting to burp and taste that pizza
That
we
pizza.
ate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my knee hurts.
Does it?
Yo, dude, yeah. Well, we've already killed an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy.
That's why we're at 54 minutes already.
Oh,
That's cool.
it's crazy how you could just talk forever.
I mean, that's what I always say. That's why I love doing this, because this isn't it's a podcast, but it's more like a campfire.
Yeah,
It's just friends hanging out, shooting
Mhm.
shit. There's no rhyme or reason.
I love that. Like whenever, especially when podcasts get bigger and some people are just like, they get crazy about it. They think they have to do this, or this.
Or
and
they
like,
change
it
like the
can't be-
format that got
Yeah.
big. Yeah. I don't like, just stay yourself.
Stay yourself. That's all that like, even if you don't get big, stay yourself.
Podcasting is a medium where they're there because of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to change it. Like YouTube, you kind of have to evolve, and people will get tired with the content if you're always doing the same shit over and over. It's now, if we were talking about the same thing for like 300 episodes straight, sure, that would die. But I'm talking to people, you're telling me all your stories. I don't have your stories.
Yeah.
So it's new every week. It's a new set of stories. I'm going to interject with some of my shit. I'm sure. And I definitely tell the same shit a lot.
Yeah.
But there's enough newness in it, I think, that keeps
it's new to that guy.
Interesting.
You're talking to.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of the idea. It's like, it's not new to you, but it is new to the person.
I've had a lot of times where I've like had to repeat not say repeat, but like throughout a week, I would have to say the same story a couple of times. And it just feels like I'm just repeating myself all the time. And I'm like, I feel like a piece of crap because I'm only using one story. But it's because a bunch of people who don't know the story ask me.
Oh, see, but I love telling stories, so I'm just like, oh,
I like it too, but it just eventually feels like I've got one story and that's my entire life.
I get almost magical about a good story though. Like I will tell it in a way, and if somebody reacts not well, then I will change up how I tell the story. I'll save certain details for the end, and like, oh, blah blah blah. It's like telling stories is all you really have when there's nothing. It's all you got is the stories. It's like where we get plays from and all that shit. Yeah, we're humans.
I mean, there's a lot of movies that are basically the same. They're just told in a different way.
Dude, it's
basically all there is today.
Almost all of them at this point. Yeah, it's the same thing, just over and over again.
Yeah,
just every now and then you get something.
You get something original, but there's some people that do it good, do the redo pretty good.
Yeah. There's not, and even if it's not the same story where it has the same name and stuff, it's the same general idea. Boy falls in love with girl dies, man gets sad, does something crazy. How many movies of those is there?
You can get as vague as you want. Movie starts, movie ends. Oh, that's every one of them. Wow. They're so all weird. Copying
no ongoing movie.
What?
Yeah, exactly. The movie started, but then it had a finale. This is bullshit.
It was just like the last one. What the fuck?
Their runtime was the same runtime as my runtime.
Yeah.
2 hours, 64 minutes, 13
If you
seconds.
Want, you can get as vague as you want, and everything's the same.
For sure. You can definitely do that.
What the fuck? That thing's made out of matter. I'm made out of matter? Fucking copycat.
Yeah. Your atoms are not my atoms.
Bitch. What the fuck?
That's one of my favorite jokes is the matter, touch matter. Then I went into that. It went into me. Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. Pete Holmes. That's his name. Fuck. I forget his name all the time. He's so funny. Oh, goodness gracious.
All matter and stuff just makes no sense. Science makes no sense.
I mean, that's why we have iPhones, and I don't know how the fuck
Why
they
can
work.
I do this, but I can't do that, but I can do this, but I can't do that?
That's
science. That's why. What the fuck is science? I don't even know what a kilometer is.
Nope.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
It's a unit of measurement that we don't fucking use because we'd rather measure things in whales.
We measure in eagles, bitch.
Dude, I love those memes. It's like literally America will use anything other than the metric system. And it's like building is 28 whales tall or whatever the fuck it is. 14 tiger sharks in
We legit, like, if you think about it, like,
so
everything you could, America was just like, I just want to be different from that fucking dude.
About 77 marbles long.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
you can just picture 77 marbles and go, oh, okay, what's that, about 12 feet? About 12 feet.
Yeah, pretty much. It's crazy how you can say that and people are just like, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to start saying ludicrous shit. Man, how tall do you think that guy is? Man, I bet he's about 90 sushis tall, dude. End to end or side to side? I'm going to say end to end. Actually, I watched a dude eat 90 pieces of sushi. It was like a tiny tub. It's not as much as you think it would be.
Yeah.
That'd be a very small person.
Yeah.
It'd be like a baby. Like a baby would be like 90 sushis tall.
It's crazy.
Here we go.
I'm trying to think of like...
Oh, dude, fucking anything. Fucking, how big is your dog? I don't know. I bet he'd fill up about 20 bike locks.
Yeah.
The rope ones, you know?
Yeah.
I bet he's about 20 bike locks big.
I mean, if you pull them out, long wise, probably 1.5.
1.5.
If you stretch him out, that's his. If
He's
you
a
just
big boy.
have him laying out, probably 2. Honestly,
2 full bike locks. Oh my god!
I don't know.
How much?
I would say he's about 1/10 of a football field.
Yeah, 1/10 of a football field. Dude, oh god damn, that's awesome.
Were you like a situation where you could totally just say 5 feet or something?
Yeah, you could just say 5 feet. You could say
he's about 1/10 of a football field.
Yeah.
Or like, or he's like, say he's a yardstick long, or 2 yardsticks.
I
He's
feel
6
that
foot.
way about people who say quarter till. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. It is 9:45. Shut the fuck. Say 9:45. It's the same amount of words.
I'm
Quit
just
doing
like
that.
That doesn't even come into my mind first. I just say the time.
Well, yeah,
I don't know why somebody reads the time and they're just like, let me change that to a quarter till.
Time used to be dials. I get it. I get why. But now everything is digital. I've got 3 clocks in front of me right now.
Yep. I've got one in my pocket. It's in military time.
I
so
know, I saw.
It's fucking hilarious because every time someone asks me, somebody at what time is it?
5:35.
5, so it's probably 17.
Probably?
Look
at your phone.
It is 17.
Are you sure?
17 what?
We're testing your skills. 5:35. Damn. You got it. Oh, sharp eye. Dude, I'm going to have to piss so bad after this.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I wouldn't have thought.
I've drank half a gallon of water almost just sitting here. Plus this. Dude, I drink. When I drink water, I'm like a fucking camel.
You're a fountain.
Dude, out the one end.
Yeah.
I'll be a fountain in a minute.
Yep. Heck yeah.
I can't believe it's already 5:35. What
Right?
the fuck?
Eventful day. Pretty cool. I got up at like 9.
I was up.
I left by 9:30. Stopped by the
up
gas station and went straight there.
What time did I leave? I left my house at 8:30, so I was probably up at 7.
Where do you live again? Like general area, like Conway?
No, Mableville.
Mableville?
Like more towards East End. Like
I work over towards I work on Baseline basically.
okay, so not far.
The
from
Riggs
me.
Cat.
I can get to Baseline in like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of people I work with that live in the East End.
Oh yeah. I'm like 10 minutes from East End, maybe 15 minutes from. I live like right in the middle between those two things.
Makes sense.
Woods, right in the woods.
I used to date someone out there on Pratt.
Pratt. Oh yeah, I know Pratt. It's not too far from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all those roads. You know, they call it Sardis, the area.
Sardis?
But I don't live.
What kind of name is that?
I don't know.
I live in Sardis.
Like sardine, but with a less than.
We have nothing but sardines over there, even though
They don't come from here.
Yeah.
It's an ocean fish. I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. I don't know how, but
This
we
was
just have nothing but
it was
sardines.
a port. There was a river, and
There was a port
Anyway,
there
it's like, I
that
don't
somehow connected to the ocean.
probably something to do with the mines.
I don't know, probably. Bunch of salt. No, I got to pee.
No, we have
at some
aluminum.
point.
See, told you.
Mm-hmm.
I have to fart. Unbelievable.
I've been trying to keep it in.
That pizza is ripping through my intestines. I mean,
yeah,
it's like
I can feel it
it's
too.
fucking me
Like by
up
the
so
time I
bad.
get home,
Yeah.
it's gonna fuck me up.
Like I
can feel
hurt
it.
right now, uncontrolled. I think people probably see me fidgeting. I bet if you go back and rewatch this, I've been fidgeting this whole time. It's because I'm trying not to just shit on myself.
Yeah, I get that 100%. Oh, when I went to go change that alternator for Kurt on that car,
Yeah.
the moment we got there, we both needed to fucking shit. Like
No, out in the middle of nowhere.
whatever that word is, prolapse, sweetly, profusely,
Yeah.
or whatever that word is.
Profusely.
Yes,
God, you
that
had
word.
me fuck it up.
We just fucking. Oh, I was like, I was my fucking
Like
ass
pooping
was
through a strainer.
clenched, and it was like, you know how like you to work out and your like muscles are failing. I was almost at muscle failure, but with my ass. I could feel it. It was just starting to give out. I was like, fuck.
Got the fucking rats in the Nazi station, goddammit! Fuck!
I had to like stop multiple times just to like collect my thoughts. Or like sit down real quick and just kind of just focus on it a bit. And then once I got a handle on it, go back at work.
Why do we all know what that is? Why do we do that to ourselves, dude? Why not just run out in the woods and fucking let it go?
A state trooper came up like shortly after we started. I was like, I'm happy I didn't try to go
in the woods and shit. Yeah. Like, well, you're in trouble now. Fuck. We've all shit in the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
If you haven't.
Well, you'd probably live in the suburbs.
Yeah.
You probably weren't raised in a small town like we were. Dude, all we had
I remember
woods.
once when I was younger, I took a shit and immediately stepped in it by accident. That sucked. I pulled up my pants and wasn't thinking about where I was stepping, I guess.
I knew someone that just shit into their own pants.
Really?
They didn't get the angle right.
Oh, damn.
Just fucking dookie in their drawers while their pants were down. Imagine that. You shit your pants, but they weren't on your ass.
Yeah. So we had someone at my school needed to go to the bathroom, but the teacher wouldn't let him. So she shit in the trash can in the back of the class, and he had no idea until like 3 periods later when someone was like, ew, what the fuck? And they're just like, calm down. He's like, why should I calm down? There's shit in this trash can. It had traveled throughout the entire school at that point. So everybody knew about it, so they were just fucking with him. The shit was still, it was actually there.
But people had to see him do it.
Oh, they took videos. She was like hiding her body enough, I guess. I think she probably flashed 1 or 2 people.
Dude, that's fucking awesome though, because fuck that teacher. You should be allowed to go. That whole
he hates that grade.
That whole thing, like
I had to go back into his class as a senior. He had us as sophomores. He was grumpy the whole time. When I went back in as a senior, he was real cool, chill, awesome guy.
But still, fuck you, dude. People gotta go to the bathroom. It's natural.
Mm-hmm. He was in the middle of a lecture, I think it was.
Yeah, but
it was like the only lecture he ever does.
Dude, I can't. When we were kids, when I was a kid, it was like that with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was more militant.
They tried, but
shittier.
The school figured out that if like the student body just doesn't do it, there's not shit they can do about it. And so we just kind of did whatever the fuck we wanted.
If we just don't do it.
Yeah.
We can kind of just do what we want. We only have everything because we all agree to stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it really is.
High school is a very big like place. You could tell that like if the people disagree and don't want to do it, they won't do it. Right. Like phones can only stay in bags, or you have to stay in the room. You can't roam.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like that's going to
People were just like, fuck you. Yeah. And then everybody did it. So they tried to stop it by giving people write-ups and stuff.
Right.
Well, then the whole school was doing it. What are they going to do? Write up the entire school?
Yeah.
Or kick them all out?
Well, some things everyone collectively goes, this isn't how it's going to be.
No.
Sorry.
No.
You're power tripping right now, and we're not going to let it
We had a
happen.
couple of those moments. Yeah, they tried to like make it where we couldn't go out to our car, but we have to walk past our car to get to the cafeteria. Yeah. They were like, we're going to beat you. And we're like,
with a stick.
No, you're not.
A giant one. It's going to hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, I got beat with a stick before at school. Yeah.
Yeah, paddles?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about a ping pong paddle. I'm talking about like a homemade fucking wooden slab.
I wasn't a part of the game, but I was a part of the group. They were playing cheese touch, I think it was, or some shit. Cootie touch with a girl. From a girl, and she apparently didn't like it, and without telling us that she didn't like it, she just ran and then told the teacher, and then they were like, we're gonna beat your ass now. And I was like,
yeah, we're gonna physically beat you.
I was like, but I didn't do anything. And then they were like, we're gonna wait for your parents first. We'll make it right.
There was no commission slips in my grade. It was just you just got beat.
It was after school training. It was after school tutoring. That's what it was. So it was a little bit different on the rules.
Oh, but fair. Was it more like a what do they call that shit? Like after school?
After school tutoring? What is that called? That's what we were called.
No, like if you go to a place. Fuck.
I don't know.
Daycare? Oh, daycare.
Oh, daycare. Kind of like that, but like they actually did it at the school. We like used our classrooms.
Right, because like your parents have to work till 6 and they just need you to stay.
Well, my parents get there and they're just like, so he did this. And we were going to ask if you wanted to paddle him or if you wanted us to. And they were just like, if you did something bad, then fuck them up. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
And now it's
as
like,
a kid, I'm just like, I understood. I was like, if I was a little shit, fuck me. Just whip my ass.
Punishment's fine, but like beating them with sticks, it's like use your hand.
Yeah.
If you're gonna paddle, use your hand. That's unfair. You're beating a child with
the
a
belt.
weapon.
I used to get beat with a belt a lot.
Yeah,
like not beat, but like
beat. You know what I'm saying?
a whooping.
Yeah, whooping.
That shit terrified me.
Ooh, especially if you're in the undies. Oh my god, that shit sounds so bad.
And me being the demon child I was, I would get whooped and then go do it again.
Yeah,
I wouldn't learn my lesson. I would go straight back.
Now it's for spite.
I don't know. I just kept doing everything. Like I wouldn't learn my lesson. Nuh-uh. Not at all. I think the only time I did it was because of embarrassment. Because I took this like $5 toy from the school once. Not the school, the store. And I was playing with it. And they saw it. And they were like, "Where'd you get that?" They were like, "We didn't buy that for you." So they put 2 and 2 together. And I was like, fuck.
Dude, I
was a kid. And they took me back to that store and apologized. And by the time we got back to that store, it was a completely different person that checked us out. Completely different manager, too.
Whoa.
And we were just... I had to apologize to someone that didn't even know what was going on. She was like, "It's okay. I don't care." And they're like, no.
Shut up. You're a little shit.
And they were just like, "Go get the manager." And I had to apologize to the manager. The manager's just like...
It's 4 cents. We don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care.
They were just like, "Now you know better." And I was just like, that was very
You're just more embarrassing, really. You're just embarrassed. Fuck, man. I'd rather get the beat.
Yeah. I'd rather you beat me than have to do that.
You're on the grind home, be like, "Next time, will you just punch me in the fucking face?"
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I was just like, that was way too embarrassing.
I'd rather fucking get a good night's sleep from a concussion than fucking go through that, whatever that was again.
That sucked a lot.
All right. I'm tired, bud. Crushed it.
Heck yeah.
We're an hour 12. We got it.
Heck yeah.
What a day it has been.
What
and tomorrow
a day.
is going to be crazy.
Another day.
Thank you, Bed. Thanks for doing this. Always fun talking to you, even though we've been talking all day. I'm surprised. We could keep going, but I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I have got to get the fuck out of here. I still got to take that van back.
Yep. I got to drive across town. That's about it.
And we got to watch that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Elevation.
Mm-hmm.
Crashcast Pod. Twitter's Crashcast Pod 1. All social medias. Check us out on YouTube. If you haven't and you're seeing this now, like and subscribe. I'm trying to do all the things. Patreon, we're restructuring that. Doing a lot more. We're about to have some posts go out about the deconstruction and reconstruction of the podcast studio, those kind of things, like behind the scenes stuff. I think that's it. I'm very tired. Have to shit, and thank you for listening. Peace.
See you guys.
Oh my God.